Welcome to Veiled History. Remember to subscribe and like so you never miss fascinating stories like these. Two cousins of the British royal family with developmental challenges were hidden from the public for decades. Their story only emerged years later, uncovering a secret chapter in royal history. A Korean mother embraces her son after he escapes a North Korean POW camp. The heartfelt reunion reflects the pain and separation caused by the Korean War. The 1937 Cadillac 516 Series 90 Hartman Cabriolet stands out for its sleek, aerodynamic body. As one of the most exclusive cars of its era, it represented a perfect fusion of luxury and power. The 1906 San Francisco earthquake left massive destruction in its wake. Fires followed the quake, destroying entire neighborhoods and leaving thousands homeless, marking one of the most devastating disasters in U.S. history. A Civil War-era building still bears the mark of a cannonball embedded in an oak beam, a silent witness to the conflict. In 1940, two young sisters run joyfully to greet their father returning from war. The image captures the raw emotion of reunion after years of uncertainty and sacrifice. On October 13, 1981, a mechanic works roadside on a ZAD 965. Known for their ruggedness, Soviet cars often required creative, on-the-spot repairs. The Apollo 1 crew, Gus Grissom, Ed White, and Roger Chaffee, relaxed during training in 1966. Their mission was set to make history, but a tragic ground test fire claimed their lives, leading to significant spaceflight safety reforms. Polish soldiers play with Wojtek the bear, who was raised on condensed milk. Fond of cigarettes and coffee, he was even promoted to corporal for helping carry ammunition during the Battle of Monte Cassino, becoming a wartime legend. In 1899, Nikola Tesla conducts groundbreaking experiments at his Colorado Springs laboratory, producing spectacular electrical discharges that would change the future of energy transmission. In 1970, Dave Kunst set out to walk around the world, covering 14,500 miles and wearing through 21 pairs of shoes. His journey became a milestone in the history of long-distance expeditions. In the 1950s, Uvis Active, a towering 7'9", 420-pound basketball player, rebuilt his life through sports after deportation, becoming a symbol of resilience and second chances. In 1946, Austria, a boy beams with joy as he receives a new pair of shoes at an orphanage, a simple gesture that brought hope in a post-war world. A baby Freddie Mercury rests in his mother's arms in 1947. Born in Zanzibar, he would grow up to become a global music icon, renowned for his powerful voice and unforgettable performances. In 1941, Finland, a German, Soviet, and Finnish soldier, gathered to chat about photography, an unexpected moment of shared interest amid war. The Kimberley Diamond Mine in 1872. South Africa drew hundreds of fortune seekers after the discovery of an 83-carat diamond, sparking over 800 land claims and transforming the region. Jackie Stewart, three-time Formula One champion, races the Monaco Grand Prix in 1966 with a Nikon camera mounted on his helmet, capturing a driver's eye view of the track. The Panama Canal, under construction in 1913, was a monumental engineering feat that forever changed global trade, linking the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. In 1934, crew members of the Graf Zeppelin carry out daring mid-air repairs over the South Atlantic after storm damage, risking their lives thousands of feet in the air. A medieval torture device made of metal and leather with sharp prongs was designed to restrict movement and inflict pain, illustrating the brutal punishments of the era. During hotel construction in Antakya, Turkey, archaeologists uncovered the world's largest ancient mosaic, dating to the 4th century Roman period, a breathtaking relic of imperial artistry. In the 1970s, a couple demonstrates inflatable slimming shorts, a strange invention that promised weight loss through compressed air, reflecting the era's fascination with novelty fitness gadgets. The Great Flood of Paris, 1910, caused the Seine River to overflow, submerging streets and landmarks. Boats became essential for navigating the flooded city. In 1940, Harlem, men gather outside a shop to listen to the radio, then the primary source of news and entertainment that connected communities through shared broadcasts. A child couple in 1910 Korea poses in traditional wedding attire, showcasing arranged marriage customs and ceremonial traditions of the time. In 1954, Air daredevils, Alance and Charles Bugler, cross the Thames River on a tightrope while pushing a motorcycle, a breathtaking display of balance and courage. A Japanese street vendor in the 1930s carries a massive load of goods, representing the traveling merchants who supplied everyday necessities. The Red Hot Chili Peppers, photographed in 1989, were on the rise, blending irreverent energy with genre-bending music to become one of rock's most influential bands. In the early 1980s, Bulgarian punk band New Flowers brought the rebellious spirit of punk to the Eastern Bloc, defying cultural barriers. A car blanketed in snow in 1940 Chillicothe, Ohio, captures the severity of winter and the transformation of streets into icy landscapes. Author Stephen King was so impressed by Kathy Bates in Misery that he wrote more roles for her, including the lead in Dolores Claiborne, 1995, crafted specifically with her in mind. In 1905 Washington, loggers used horses to haul a massive spruce log. Timber was vital for construction and regional growth during this era. Norman Rockwell's Lion and His Keeper, 1943, depicts a serene moment of an animal caretaker resting, blending realism and gentle humor. In 1948 Paris, a Most Beautiful Legs contest drew crowds as contestants posed with poise and symmetry under the judge's gaze. On December 31, 1985, a Soviet family gathers to watch Ronald Reagan's New Year's address, symbolizing a rare moment of dialogue during the Cold War. At a Canadian dairy school in 1927, students practiced milking on cow mannequins, illustrating livestock training before the rise of mechanized equipment. In 1965 Alaska, children play a traditional Inuit trampoline game, launching each other high into the air using stretched animal skin. During a hot summer in 1976 Moscow, children cool off in fountains, capturing the carefree joy of Soviet urban childhood. In 1918, women delivered heavy ice blocks to homes, providing essential refrigeration before electric fridges, an intense job that highlighted their crucial role in daily life. In 1927, Roy Wensley poses with Herbert Televox, the first humanoid robot, a milestone in early robotics. The only known photograph of Grizzly Adams captures the legendary bear trainer and mountain man, whose wild exploits inspired countless tales and films. Before the bench press, glove barbells were a key chest-building exercise in the 1940s, reflecting early bodybuilding methods. In 1958 London, a boy embraces an elephant's trunk at the zoo, a touching moment of interspecies friendship. In the 1910s, a man holds a small donkey on his lap, a lighthearted pose uncommon in formal photos of the era. A house at the base of the Statue of Liberty in 1930 shows how the monument was once part of daily neighborhood life. A peasant family from Voronov experiences the radio for the first time, their curiosity captured as they gather around the device. Two friends recreate a photo taken on a 1947 Chevrolet, 63 years later, showing the enduring power of friendship and nostalgia. A young woman in 1920s flapper fashion poses confidently, embodying the era's rebellion against traditional norms and embrace of independence. In 1901, a man dubbed the happiest man in China poses playfully for the camera, a rare spontaneous moment in early photography. A family wearing masks during the 1918 Spanish flu epidemic, including their cat, shows the widespread precautions taken to fight contagion. A playful father and son portrait from the 1910s captures genuine joy, breaking from the stiff formality typical of the time. In 1940, Winston Churchill poses with a Thompson submachine gun and cigar, exuding defiance during World War II. A young woman in 1875 Deadwood, South Dakota, stands for a portrait, reflecting the rugged yet vibrant life of the Wild West gold rush town. In 1962, Florida, a grocery clerk operates a traditional register, offering a glimpse into mid-century retail life. Traffic jams plagued the opening of Chicago's Southwest Expressway, 1964, proving congestion on major highways is nothing new. In 1930s Kolkata, a zebra-drawn carriage highlights the unique blend of tradition and modernity in transportation. Miss America, 1924, poses elegantly, representing an era when natural grace defined beauty pageants. A 1940s swing dance performance bursts with energy and acrobatics, showcasing the popularity of the era's music and culture. In 1922, Charlie Chaplin meets Anna Pavlova, symbolizing a historic encounter between cinematic and ballet legends. In 1897 Vancouver, a woman gazes up at a giant cedar in Stanley Park, a testament to the ancient forests of the region. The Cincinnati Main Library, demolished in 1955, once towered with endless shelves, a true temple of knowledge. Four Dutch boys in 1900 wear traditional wooden clogs, footwear prized for its durability among workers and children alike. A 1908 illustration inspired by H.G. Wells' The War in the Air imagines bold air travel across the English Channel, foreshadowing future innovation. Robin Williams, dressed as a cheerleader in 1980, brings his trademark humor to a sporting event. In 1937, wrestlers train with sandstein, a wooden dummy with springs to simulate real opponents. Stacks of beer barrels at Guinness Brewery, c. 1910, highlight Dublin's rich brewing history and economic reliance on beer production. A construction worker dangles from a crane during the Empire State Building's construction, 1930, showcasing the fearless labor behind the landmark. Another image of the Austrian orphan boy in 1946 shows how a simple pair of shoes could spark immense joy after war's devastation. In 1947 New York, children ride dog-pulled sleds through snow-covered streets, adapting to the heavy winter. In 1948, California, teens toss Norma Baker high into the air with a blanket at Hermosa Beach, embodying the carefree post-war youth spirit. A woman inspects the new seatbelt feature in her 1950s car, an innovation that would save millions of lives. The Noonan family enjoys a drive in their 1920s open-top car, embracing the freedom of early motoring. A 1920s woman motorcyclist poses proudly in full gear, breaking societal norms and paving the way for female riders in sports and culture. Visitors at Gorky Park, 1937, experience the Flying People Ride, soaring in a 180-degree arc, a rare thrill of the Soviet era. Lou Ferrigno, known for his powerful physique, stars as Sinbad, 1989, bringing legendary strength to the screen after his iconic Hulk role. In 1943 North Bend, Washington, logging trucks showcase the crucial timber industry that powered America during World War II. A retro kitchen combines sink, stove, and fridge in one compact unit, a clever solution for mid-century apartments. The Beach Boys, posing with Santa in 1963, radiate holiday cheer at the height of their musical success. A Sami couple, 1870, poses in traditional attire, preserving the heritage of the indigenous reindeer-herding people of Northern Europe. In the 1990s, Cameron Diaz emerges as a charismatic new Hollywood star, defining a cinematic era with her beauty and talent. In 1890s Greenland, a man gently cares for his wife's feet in freezing temperatures, a touching moment of partnership captured by explorer Robert E. Peary. A 1967 Italian family enjoys a sunny road trip in their Fiat 500, embodying the carefree spirit of post-war Europe. Photographer Charles Ebbets captures the iconic 1932 Empire State Building lunch photo, immortalizing the daring workers perched on steel beams. In 1877 London, nomadic groups live in adapted wagons, maintaining ancestral traditions while traveling for seasonal work. In 1974, gas stations list fuel at 48 cents per gallon, just before the oil crisis triggered rapid price hikes. At Venice Beach in 1927, models and photographers prep for a shoot, reflecting the area's cultural vibrancy even a century ago. In 1930, a zookeeper showers penguins with a watering can, using simple methods to recreate their natural environment before modern facilities existed.